This will be one of the images that defines Vladimir Putin's war on Ukraine and the brutality of it. A bruised and bandaged mother feeding her month-old baby. The mom's heroism likely saving the child's life. Olga and her husband, Dmytro, were at home when they heard shelling getting closer. Well, after the windows and doors of the building next door were shot out, the couple was hit with shards of glass. Olga shielded the infant with her body. The child was not injured, but both parents were, and they are all recovering in a Kyiv hospital. Incredible. You know, we always think about Putin keeping his plans close to his vest, but you've talked about how there's already so much out there in the public sphere that Putin has either said publicly or written about. So what can we glean from that?
Yes, Putin has published books and essays and obviously given many speeches, including leading up to the war in Ukraine. He talks a lot about how he thinks of war and how he thinks of wartime. Obviously, World War II was a recurring touchstone in his thinking. His family suffered greatly in the siege of Leningrad, and he emphasizes the great sacrifices of the Russian people. He says that everyone makes mistakes in war, but you can't dwell on those. He says when you're fighting, if you keep thinking about the mistakes around you, you'll never win. You have to keep thinking of victory. And when he looks back on his brutal crackdown in Chechnya in the late 90s, he says you have to stay firm. He writes that if you become jittery, your enemies will think they are stronger. The only thing that works is to go on the offensive. You must hit first and hit so hard that your opponents will not rise to their feet. So in his writings, at least, he likes to paint himself as this undeterrable figure.